Alright, this is going to be something a bit different. Basically, this is going to be a rant of SerenaTrueblood's video saying that Metallica is racist. And of course, my fucking dog is going crazy. Here's fucking dog. And a bass cover of Sad But True by Metallica. Yeah. Now, let's start off where she says that Metallica is ancient. The band is fucking in their 60s. They're not in their 80s or 90s. Next, she said that the Iron Cross on James Hetfield's guitar was a Nazi dog whistle. If you did your research, that cross was used way before the Nazi Party was even a thing. And what James had it as a tribute for Lemmy Kilmister, who died back near the end of 2015. Would have been, it's going to be 7 years since Lemmy died. Anyway. Next, she said that Kerry King was an Aryan Brotherhood looking motherfucker. Kerry King is not part of the Aryan Brotherhood. He had issues with his hair. Because if you did your research, you would know. Also, if Kerry King was a part of the Aryan Brotherhood, then why the hell did he allow Tom Araya to be in the band? Because he is of Chilean descent. Yeah. Kerry King is not part of the Aryan Brotherhood. Also, if he was, he would have a shamrock tattoo on him. This is based from what I've heard. But from what I heard, the Aryan Brotherhood is about. Also, that little picture of James and Lars doing that Nazi salute, they were mocking the Nazis. Because if you look at what James was doing, he was doing that. He was mocking Hitler. If you did your research. Also, that little wall that he was at, if you did your research, that was the tunnel of where I think East Germany and West Germany were connected. Honestly, this video is the video of what she said is honestly giving me an aneurysm. And not in a good way. Anyway, she then goes on to say that, oh, Axl Rose said that Metallica is racist. If you did your research, Axl Rose was the biggest piece of shit back then. He and James would openly get into fistfights backstage. And if you did your research, he wrote a song called 1 in a Million. If you did your research, that song has the N-word in it. Also, why cite Axl Rose as a credible eyewitness? That's some bullshit, dude. That's some bullshit. And next, she also says that, but James didn't let Buddy Count, Ice-T's band Buddy Count, go with him. Yes, he did. Yeah, Body Count went anyway. Any liar deceit you heard was probably either fake news or a complete misunderstanding. Because if you did your research, James Hetfield isn't racist. Also, She says that an entire band is full of white dudes. If you did your research, Lars is Danish. Rob Trujillo is fucking Mexican and Native American. And Kirk Hammett is Filipino descent. The only pure white person in that group is fucking James. She says, "Oh, James didn't do the Black Lives Matter. If you did your research, he didn't do it because he didn't fucking have social media at that moment. He thought social media was a thing that took time away from family." Yeah. James Hetfield isn't racist, and neither is Metallica. Also, you mean to tell me that Metallica is racist when SerenaTrueblood listens to much worse people? For example, Doja Cat. She hit up a minor, basically a pedophile. Ariana Grande got called out for Asian fishing. If you don't know what that is, basically sexualizing Asians. Nicki Minaj, her husband, is probably a rapist. He has another charge that had something sexual to do with it. I can't 100% remember what it is, but all that I know is that he's a rape apologist. And Nicki Minaj, if you did the research, she would basically assault her husband's rape victims. Serena, you're a fucking hypocrite. You're also a racist, lookist, ageist, and you fucking don't do your research. Oh, forgot to mention that little salute that fucking Jason Newsted did. There's a fucking nosebleed rafter up in the fucking stage. And also that song that was playing, Am I Evil? It's basically giving commentary on Nazism and fascism. Basically that song gives a viewpoint on what it is. Do your research, goddammit. Do your research thoroughly before making a video. Get a better hobby. Now! Onto the base cover. Now onto the moment you've all been waiting for. The base cover. It's a little happy buddy. Of course you can hear the dog. I don't really mind it that much. He's only a pup. Now, this is one of Metallica's happier melodies. SerenaTrueblood! Turn!